This week on FoolCraft 2.
Is this a zombie? Oh my goodness. Why are you hiding in a corner, Doc? Hi there. I want to take a screenshot of you.
Welcome to the FoolCraft Recap. I'm your host Pixel Riffs, our writer is LoyXP, and we made it to episode 10 without skipping a single week. Our combo is building.
Got it? Combo level is going up. I don't get it, but it's cool. I wonder what the combo level does.
For the occasion, we'd like to remind you guys that the two of us have our own YouTube channels with all sorts of Minecraft content, so check those out in the description. And with all that out of the way, let's take a look at... Oh, shucks. You'd think by now I'd remember the right intro.
Ta! Oopsies! What's gonna happen if I do this? I'm ruining the terrain! Okay.
It's no secret that this whole time the pack has been developing and evolving right on the go, what with the cows suddenly getting smaller and the weaponry disappearing and reappearing all over the place, but this time, something wicked definitely this way comes, and like never before, something is being built by the developers right there on the FoolCraft 2 server. This isn't your imaginary friend Scalda, this time the devs are right here and plotting.
I'm not sure who these folks are, Money and Reigns22 and Money21. They've been told that they're not allowed to talk to us. So I haven't been able to get any information from them. And they're a part of the dev team, I guess, of Iskal's dev team. So they're obviously up to something on the server. Very curious to know what that something is.
No exclusive previews or spoilers have been leaked yet, so we can only guess at what monstrosities are in store for the Fool kind.
There are some other things as well, but the main thing, check this out. The quest book has now been completed or corrected. These are all FoolCraft specific quests written by the dudes who are creating the statue mod that we have in here.
We've already got a taste of what happens when the coders mess around with the exclusive quests the team has made specifically for Iskall85.
Claim. What happens now? Abandoned by the Doctor is complete. No way! Okay, so like that, we got Bdubs and we got the Doctor back in the team. Okay, claim. Bdubs, where are you? There he is.
Well, it solves the unbalanced team problem, plus they're already more active on the server than the actual players. Still, it's going to be pretty awkward if Doc and Bdubs ever decide to return. Outside of the team-building exercises of Dr. Victor Frankiskull, the Iskallium Wastelands base finally gets a dose of actual Iskallium. Yes, it's 3D printed on top of glowstone, but it definitely ties the room together, and the reactor is coming together in the room next door. It seems like Iskall has gotten jealous of the size of other people's reactors they've been sharing with him on Twitter, but as we all know, it's what you do with it that counts. Of course, he hasn't actually done anything with it yet. Touché, Twitter people. Touché.
I've seen so many screenshots on the interwebs, and no more will I stand for not having the biggest Iskallium reactor. I'm not going to be able to have the biggest Iskallium reactor, but I've seen some crazy Iskallium reactors in your guys' bases, and I've ran with these tiny garbage Iskallium reactors. It's just been sad.
One update to the quest book later, the server's stance on cows seems to have completely reversed, because Iskall goes around killing all of them for a quest line, running into some unusual ones on the way.
Frank Cartello! Is that also a Mafia guy? Like, I feel like these are Mafia references. I can't, like, talk with them. I feel like I'm missing something here. But I can't capture him. Hey, Iskall, that's my cigar! It was Cuban, you fool.
Turns out it's for the greater good, and the sacrifice of all those adorable mini-moos will lead to even better mini-moos in the long term. Maybe it's a good thing if they can wean themselves off the reliance on cows though. For a while there, they were milking it. That isn't even the final trick Iskall pulls out of his bag of quests though, because there are stranger things afoot.
There we go, look at this dude! Can I not control him? Look at how much health he has.
So now the most foolish guy on the server can clone an army of pink withers. Science has officially gone too far. Just don't let Stress know.
I kinda want him as my pet. I don't want him to fly away.
Stress Monster has two major things on her mind lately. One, the Astral sorcery mod, enhanced with some very necessary singing.
It works! Thank God for that! Oh, look at all my phones going off. Shut up, phone!
and 2 loot bags, but very specific ones.
Because I need that, alright? I need that so bad. That is what we want. That is the only thing I want from this stupid farm is the artifact bag.
While some are only now opening their first one.
Sunblade? Okay. 200 damage! Cold-blooded, unbreakable, glowing, sharpness, hasteless, necrotic, fairy, knockback. Okay.
Stress has a system set up to not only automagically open them, but also recycle them around and sort through a ton of storage drawers, using them as item filters and auto-crafting devices. And as the origin hill of Team SRS is submerged into machinery, farming equipment and storage drawers, Stress drops the final cherry on top with a spider spawner, because the girl needs her bags.
But yeah, wool is a thing that I keep needing and I never have any. Like this bag, I had to go and like kill sheep in the world. Like, how ridiculous is that, everyone?
The Astral sorcery outpost, on the other hand, is getting prettier and prettier as Stress uncovers new crafting tables, attunes more things to the constellation of pointy mess, and even discovers a way to conjure floaty, multicoloured glowing farts, which is a necessary milestone in every astronomer's career.
I can do this and do this, and it makes a ping pong fart thing that illuminates. Oh my god! Okay, if these don't last, I'm gonna be upset about that fact.
It truly is the week of the storage drawer because Rendog duct tapes a couple to his quarry, just making sure that he'll actually get away with all of that stuff he's been digging.
Now, we can do exactly the same thing for all of the other types of blocks that we've got over here, so...
In the midst of pulling cobblestone out of everywhere, Ren discovers that he could totally paint the block vibrant blue, so he uses it to plan out the buildings for the underwater city of Scar Rapture.
So we've got our main boulevards that run through the center of the city, and then we've got a couple of avenues that also crisscross through some of the quadrants. So now we be cooking with gas, my friends.
Beauty bloggers, eat your heart out. This is how you apply foundation. So, one of Azumavoid's episodes this week is called Hermitron's Our Go, which pretty much means we're expected to use a particular theme tune now that we've mentioned it.
Our go.
Anyway, Azuma does quite a number on that Hermitron temple he's been working on, not just throwing a lot of pretty blocks and sneaking chiseled lighting onto the insides of it, but even applying happy little trees to the island itself.
We're going to get a more rounded tree look, and it's already sorted out where we're going to be putting in all of these extra leaf blocks, right? But as I was leaving, I remembered last time I went, I got loads of comments about making some Supremium shears. Now these have durability unlimited, and to make them, you know, all of this little crafting tunnel, I'm thinking maybe we should start to automate some of this stuff.
Sheer madness aside, it would be a shame to have him win the Hermitrons this season just because no one else bothered to collect any. So here's hoping we get at least 2 more Hermitron hauls from the other teams.
It's looking pretty cool, and we have 9 on this floor, right? What we're going to be working on is creating a stairwell down to the alpha set. And this right here, by the way, is going to be like a little pedestal, so we'll have this raised up, and it's like the first thing that you see is the Hermitron pedestal and the Hermitron scoreboard.
Also, here's hoping they won't come anywhere near this one, because Azuma now has invisible turrets guarding the place. This way, they'll never see it coming.
So that in itself isn't actually too obvious on its own, right? It's kind of there doing its thing. Once we attach this add-on to it, that bottom bit should conceal itself, and then it is definitely a lot harder to spot.
On top of that, well, not on top of that, actually underground, the Autocrafter Autonomous Assembler line receives a facelift and is turned into a lab of sorts, which is only fair since we're making everything out of nothing and a lot of electricity around here.
I have spent too long going through the enormous amount of textures in this pack, just trying to find something to make a border with, right? And it kind of complements this one, and it's the block of steel, and it's been set to the shipping crate. Does that work? You barely noticed it, to be fair.
And on that note, thanks for watching the FoolCraft Recap. My name has been PixelRiffs, and our writer is LoyXP. Even without the luxury of safari balls and animal nets, he manages to capture a ghast in his latest Minecraft Bedrock episode, which you can catch in the end cards.
He will not go anywhere, and he will remain our pet forever or until we kill him accidentally. Which I don't plan on doing, but I don't know, might happen.
Don't forget to leave a like to help support the channel and subscribe so you won't miss future episodes of the recap. See you next week, fools!